Hey everybody, it's Tim again, and today I am going to get personal with you. That's because the Hasbro Selfie series is a reality finally. Has been for a couple months now, but of course, I'm a big action figure collector, so who wouldn't want to get an action figure of themselves? From Hasbro, from properties like Star Wars. I thought, great, I can suit up in a Mandalorian outfit. This is going to be really cool. Well, I tell you what, despite all the hell that fans have been raising about Hasbro in the last few months regarding, price hikes, regarding the displayability of certain figures now that they've eliminated windows from their packaging, I don't think it comes close to tell you how disappointed I am with the Hasbro Selfie series. So I'm going to just start by giving you a 360 of this package. It really isn't a lot to look at because the big surprise is inside, and I have taken a peek at that. So if you can sense the tone of disappointment in my voice, well, that's why. But anyway, look, in July, they came out with this whole idea of the Selfie series. I think it was around the time of Comic-Con that they announced that, and they had a few journalists ahead of time, do the selfie thing and get their figures early and report on it and whatever. I didn't actually do this until the availability came about in September. 45 days later, as promised, the figure arrived. And like I say, disappointment is the very least, the lightest way I could describe of how I felt about this figure. Now, the reason my expectations were so high is the fact that they really sold this thing hard, okay? A lot of news stories about it. Obviously, they produced photos ahead of time. They partnered with this company called Form Labs to do 3D printing. And as you can see by the different photos that I'm showing you, these things look pretty impressive. I mean, again, I was suckered. What can I say? I mean, every single one of these really hit the mark. Now, again, you got to remember, this is the product of Hasbro's marketing department, so why shouldn't it be good? I'm not saying that they did, but was a little extra care taken in producing these action figures for these particular people for marketing purposes? I don't know. I'll leave that up to you to decide. But I can tell you what, looking at message boards on Facebook, whatever, every time they advertise this, you'll see comments and they're nothing but negative. And guess what? I'm going to join that chorus. I didn't respond to anything on Facebook, but that's why I'm doing this actual video here. So let's take this thing out of the package and going to show you some side-by-side comparisons of the real me in comparison to the action figure me from Hasbro and the Selfie series. And again, this figure, along with shipping, costs anywhere from $60 to $70. And so if you can wonder why I'm upset, again, I feel like I've been sold a bill of goods. Okay, so this thing here is me, apparently. This is my actual Selfie figure. And if I could go a little bit closer, get a better close-up of a shot of this figure, you can see that it basically looks like a very generic version of a guy that's bald, that has a white beard, and you can't see my big gut in there because it's under the Mandalorian armor, but you know what? Basically, it looks like this very generic figure that they put together, this sculpt to represent me. You know what? When I was doing this Selfie series, the thing with the app that you have to download from Hasbro, I was concerned, and I actually sent them a message expressing my concerns. And you can take a look at the notes here. It took a few days because I would imagine I wasn't the only one who said, hey, you know what? I'm using this app. This looks really generic here. When I got the response back, they were pretty non-committal in their answer, basically saying, what you see in the app is what you're pretty much going to get. So I was hoping that things would work out and unfortunately, they didn't. So this is a shorter review than usual, but basically, what I am saying is avoid this. Okay, do not waste your money. Again, 59.99 or whatever, $60. Then you got tax, and you got shipping. You're looking at the upwards of the upper 60s or $70 by the time this thing ships out to you. Actually, I saved a little bit of money because I belong through Hasbro Pulse, and because of this, because of the disappointment I have with the increases in pricing, I'm done. I'm done with that. I've really scaled back my Hasbro collecting. Look, there are a lot of other companies out there right now that are producing some terrific product, and it's worth every single penny. But at this point, that company is not Hasbro. So, A, fix the situation with the windows and the boxes. Okay, I'm not the sort of collector who displays that stuff anyway. I take it out of the box. B, lower your prices. Now, I understand licensing costs are high for popular titles like Star Wars and Marvel. I get that. But it's just getting to the point where it's out of our price range. When you're paying $6, $7, $8 for a dozen of eggs, thanks to our wonderful economy, people don't have that spare change anymore to spend on action figures, and I'm one of those people. So, you know what? Lower those prices. The other thing is stop this Selfie series program right now until you can figure out what the hell to do, because obviously a lot more work goes into the sculpts of just today. There was notifications of the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania figures that are coming out, and obviously they're spot on, but you're getting sculptors involved there. I would imagine it has something more to do than just the 3D printing. I think it has to do with the 3D scans that they do of the actors. But if you are expecting to get the quality of action figure that you're getting with the big Star Wars titles and the big Marvel titles, again, don't bother. Save your money. You are not going to get it. You are going to be very disappointed. You're going to get this fat, bald, generic-looking guy instead of the person that you were hoping for in this action figure. Again, I'm just, look, I've had this thing for a couple months. I've been in denial. It's like, I can't believe that I fell for this crock, but it really is just nothing but a crock. So, once they can prove to me that they've improved, then maybe I'll come back. But it's really going to take a lot. And I tell you what, the next time, I'm not going to spend $60. If they offer this for $30, I might be willing to take another chance. But right now, this thing is nothing but, as far as this scan is a scam. That's all I'm saying. Avoid it. Usually I like to be positive with these reviews, and you could probably tell with my previous videos. But I don't like spending a lot of money and just being completely disappointed in what I get. And that's exactly what I got with this Hasbro Selfie series. So that's it. Back to the happy reviews next time. Had to get this one off my chest, though. This is Tim, and thanks for following my channel. Please subscribe below for more reviews. And happy toy hunting. We'll talk to you next time.